getting cold in West Tennessee. They're calling for 2 to 4 inches. What better way to bring in the blizzard than a smoked chicken wing? Hey, we got our chicken wings, we got our marinade. Let's get started. So we got our whole chicken wings here. That's how I buy them. I don't buy the frozen pack because it seems like when you do, you start cooking them and they go half the size they originally were, and it ain't really much trouble separating the wing. So anyway, on a wing, if you don't know, you got the drum, you got the wing, you got the wing tip. If you don't know how to separate them, you're in luck. I'm about to show you how. So get your knife, keep this hand clean, handle the chicken with this hand, and then just follow that little joint. And all you got to do is just find that. If you start cutting the bone, you'll know it. Just move over a little bit. Do the same thing with the wing tip. I mean, you ain't going to find it every time. And then just kind of clean it up. And then we're going to repeat that process, you know, for 4.5 pounds worth. We got 4.5 pounds worth. Let me get all these trimmed, then we'll come back and do the marinade. We got 4.5 pounds of chicken wings cut up, separated. Hey, those wing tips, if you like to make chicken stock, chicken broth, whatever, those are perfect for that. Put them in a bag, put them in the freezer, and make your stock. But anyway, so we're about to get these things in the bag, and then we're gonna get this marinade going. Look, when you fry chicken wings, usually you're gonna use buttermilk. But in this case, we're gonna use Frank's hot sauce. The reason why, it's got all kind of vinegar, it's got all kind of salt in it. And that vinegar is going to help that meat fall right off the bone when you get done smoking these, and that salt is really going to pull in the flavor of all this stuff. So anyway, this is real simple. We got 1 cup of Frank's hot sauce. Go ahead and put that in the bag. We got 1/4 cup Worcestershire, or however you say it. Tablespoon of garlic powder, tablespoon of pepper, 1/2 tablespoon of onion powder. Get this bag zipped up here. Get that air out. Anyway, all you gotta do is get this shook around. Put this thing in the refrigerator for 2 to 6 hours minimum. I recommend you do this overnight, but if you ain't got time for it, 2 to 6 hours, at least 2. But anyway, we're gonna put this thing in the refrigerator. We'll get our grill fired up, and then we'll get to cooking. Whew, guys, look, it's done got cold out here. But look, we got the chicken wings out of the marinade. I did add some barbecue seasoning to this just to give it that deep red color, but you can add whatever you like. I mean, this is what you're looking for, just a deep red color, and I'm just looking to get those sweet notes in with this marinade. So anyway, we got the grill preheated to 325. We're gonna get them on the grill for about 45 minutes just to get them some good color. Then we're gonna crank this thing up to 425 just so we get that good grilled crispy wing that everybody likes. So anyway, we got our smoke tube lit up because we want to get some of those smoky flavors. That's one big reasoning to, you know, put it on that low temp at 325. Don't do 225. If you like to go a little bit lower than that, I wouldn't go any lower than 275, or you're gonna end up getting a real rubbery wing. But if you like that kind of stuff, do it. But anyway, we're gonna get these wings on this grill. And I'm just using hickory pellets with a little bit of Jack Daniel's charcoal pellets, by the way. So we'll get these things on. We're gonna flip them halfway through, for probably like that 30-minute mark. And we're gonna see what the color looks like. And then we're gonna crank it up so they'll get real crispy. Come look at these wings right here. Look at this color on them. That's beautiful. And that's what you're looking for. man, you got that Frank's Red Hot, that Worcestershire, or whatever you want to call it. These things are gonna be good. And we'll get them all lined up pretty, don't worry about that. But the main thing right now is that color, that flavor, and that's just a real simple marinade that's gonna be good every time, guaranteed. So we got all these things on here lined up good. They're looking pretty. We got it on 325, which it looks a little weird right now because we've had this lid opening. But look, we're gonna let these things sit for about 30 minutes. We're gonna look at them, flip them, give them another few minutes. Then we're gonna crank it up to 425 and we're gonna finish them off. Hey, we're looking at temperatures around, 275, 285. We'll see what they look like. But this dark meat, these wings, they can take high temperatures like that. A lot of people want to pull them off at 165. Don't do it. They won't pull off the bone like you want them to if you go to a temperature that low. Trust me, the wings can take a high temp, 175, 185. If you get into the 190s, don't worry about it. It's going to be just fine. But anyway, we'll let these wings cook a little bit and then we'll get back at it. So it's been 30 minutes. We got to check these wings. Woo! They're looking good. This is right where we want them. We're going to go ahead, get all these things flipped, crank this thing up to 425. And then we're going to pull them, get them on the plate. Alright, so it's been exactly 30 minutes. We're going to check on these wings. So come on in here so they can see this temperature. So exactly 1 hour, look where we at. We're at that 182, almost 185, so I know they're done. So anyway, we got the sauce on here, and we just got that Korean barbecue Buffalo Wild Wing sauce, but put whatever you want to on them. We're gonna do half of these things barbecue sauced up, and then we're gonna do the other half dry. We're gonna put some of these on here and toss them. We're just gonna do a few at a time. Pour a little sauce in there. I don't have a huge bowl, but anyway, that's probably enough to start off with. Don't grab that thing, because I'm telling you, I do it every time. Burn the living crap out of my hand. Woo! Let them look at that. Oh man. So anyway, that's why we do this thing outside, because I mean, it ain't got to be perfect, but I don't want to mess the kitchen up. I'd rather mess the patio up. So anyway, we'll get a few of these tossed up. Then we'll do the rest, and then we'll plate everything up and let you see what the final result is. So we finally got these things tossed and plated up. We also made a little homemade Southwest ranch, and this recipe will be in the description below as well. Without further ado though, we gotta try these things. Here we go. Woo-hoo! Them things are good. Hey, look, starting them off at 325 and finish them at 425 is definitely the way to go. Total cook time for this thing was 1 hour. But hey, if you like this thing, like, comment, subscribe, help us out, leave a comment whether you liked it or not. But anyway, thanks for watching.